Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to do a picture in the Animal Wonderland Special Coloring Haven book. And this one is the one with all the cute little animals. Sorry. So I'm doing this page, and I'm going to be doing the little animals. Now I already did a little mouse here. I'm doing them in Inktense. So I'm just going to be doing the animals. There's another little mouse here. There's a chick. This could either be a hen or one of those glass jars that has the lid that looks like a hen. You could do it that way, but to me it looks like a mummy that's sitting in a glass dish. Then the little chick over here. There's the bunny, the frog, and the bee up here at the top. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to work on the little bunny first. I'm going to get him colored in. I'm using the Inktense, like I said, and I'm just using a plastic sheet that I get at the dollar store. I have it cut down. I have some pencils picked out, and I'm going to color on the sheet and pick it up with my water brush and paint it on. Kind of like watercoloring, but we're doing it with ink. I like ink. You guys know that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the same colors that I did on the little mouse here to do the bunny. So I'll kind of be showing you the exact same way I did the bunny, or the mouse, sorry. Doing the bunny with mouse colors. So I have saddle brown and crimson for the nose and the ears, and bark for darker tones. So what I'm going to do is just put the saddle brown down here, put the oak on the other side, so I know the difference. And we'll put the pink, which is the crimson red, right up there at the top. Okay. And then we will get started here by getting the water brush out. Get you down a little closer. Hopefully you can see okay. I'm having sensitivity issues with my eyes, so I cannot put the upper lights on. So we are just gonna be doing it with the light that comes in through the window. Okay, so I get it wet, the color, but I'm also gonna dab it off here on my little washcloth I have. I'm going to give him kind of a lighter look down below the glass and then a darker look up on the top. Okay, a little darker towards the bottom here, and just lighten them up a little. He's got a little foot that comes all the way out here. Okay, little foot kind of blends right in with the, I guess those are cherries. The cherry stem. So just like the mouse, we're going to leave the nose area kind of white, his chest a little white, and then anywhere else we have highlights. Okay, so he's pretty good right now. We're going to go in with the bark, the darker color, and we're going to darken up this little ear in the background. Any of this fur that's right in this area, back side of his ear there. And I am going to bring a little of that down, but we're going to lighten it coming down into the glass because the glass is going to reflect the color of his fur a little different. I'm going to add a little of this darker up on the top of his head up here. A little around his eye. I'm going to go back into the saddle brown. Okay, we're going to bring some of that crimson in for his ear. Tiny bit for his nose. And the only other difference we did down here on the mouse is I gave him pink feet. And of course he's inside of a teapot, so he's going to be darker, but the glass is going to reflect again the fur that the little bunny has up here, so I have to keep him a different color on the bottom. I do want some of that color coming down. So I'm going to mix the two and get some of that in there. And then we'll mix, I mean it's the same thing, we're mixing the bark with the saddle brown and getting just kind of a little darker light brown. We're going to add that in here. And then really dark here where he's leaning his foot up. Okay. He's got to get dried before we can go any further. I am going to bring in, we're going to do the hen here. So I'm going to bring in like a lighter, these are not the right pencils. I went for the light fast and we don't want to do that because, oh I'm sorry, I'm making the camera wiggle too. Golden yellow, burnt orange, I am guessing at these colors. Something creamier, like a antique white. We'll add those colors in here. So we have an antique white, golden yellow, ooh that is bright, and burnt orange. I'm going to use a couple of those colors for the mama chicken. Oh, and we need to bring back in the crimson for her little top and bottom of her comb, I guess you call it. So we'll put that in first. Just like that. Okay. And we'll go with the saddle brown first and kind of put in some shadowing. Ooh, that got dark. Forgot we put the darker color in there. Just add a little more water to it. And some of these up here can have a shadow on them. I'll just color them in. Mixing that up with some white. And then I'll darken up a few of these up here. And that we have to let her dry. We can do this little chick. We'll add a little more of that yellow to the chick here. So we just blended some of the puppy outside is howling at a squirrel probably. Some of that yellow, and I mixed it with the burnt orange and a tiny bit of the saddle brown. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other little birdie chickie over on this side. They're going to have nice coloration. And we have the frog up here. So we're going to give the frog a little bit of the crimson tummy. If I can find his tummy here. Just a little lightness here. Okay, then we have to get out some greens. So hold on a second. Okay, for the frog, we're going to go in with apple green, beech green, I think is a darker color. And then, because we already did a little pink on him, I'm just going to color those down on this board. Close enough where I could mix them. Okay, he's a small little guy, so I'll put a little of the light green down on him first. Hello, Froggy. Cute little face. Oops, I got some on the... All good. I got some on the pear. What color is a pear? Green. That's okay. Then we're going to throw in a little of the Beech Green to darken up here. By his eyes. Side of his face on this side. There we go. He's so cute. I love me frogs. I love to color these kind of little things, so yeah, oops, got that a little too dark. I wanted to keep that lighter. There we go. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, I'm going to mix the two greens up here on the palette. And we're going to add a little bit of it down here in the pink. And down here on his back, I forgot to do his back. We want a little more greenery on that. And then down this side of his leg. And then I'm going to do his little toesies in the pink. So we'll just turn it around to the crimson and get some pink in the toes. And we'll get some more of that brighter green and bring that down in there. Give him just a bit more color. There we go. Got cute little frog. Okay, and our last critter up here is the bee. We've got this yellow orangey color up here, so we'll give him some stripes here. Just put it in, get a nice little glow on him here. And I might color that all in black, so we'll see. His feet, a little of this green to the yellow, or yellow to the green, whichever one you want to go for. Throw a little of that in the wings. I don't have a blue down here, so let's see what we have here. Dark aquamarine, and we'll add a lot of water into that. Just pick some of that up. Add a little blue in there. Those two will help give him some transparent wings. I'll be bringing in black and fluffing him up a little bit, but for right now he can stay that color. Okay. We can add some of that really light green. I'm going to mix up stuff on my palette here. Put it in on the pear. Throw in some brown. This is the saddle brown that I'm going to put in. Okay, And we'll go back to our Chicky here. Try to get her a little more coloration. And throw in some of the orangish color right around her face here. A little more of the brown down here. She has a sitting area there, so might as well throw in some. Darken up her crown of her head up here. Okay, we'll let her dry. Now the only other guy we haven't done is little other mouse, and we're going to do him in gray, so I'll get out the gray colors. Hold on a moment. Okay, little mousey. I got out, well, we had the white on the board here, and I brought out, it's kind of silly, but they don't have very many grays. Paynes Grey, darkest here, and I'm mixing it with the white, so I'm going to throw a little extra white on here because I might need it. I might want a little gray mouse, not a little black mouse. So we're just mixing the two to get a nice soft gray. And we're going to kind of do the same thing. We're going to leave his nose area kind of white. This is his ear, so we get darker behind his one ear. Down his forehead here. And then the little ear over there. Down here a little darker. Not too dark. My wash gloves go. This little foot here. And I want to keep the feet and the nose pink, so I'll add that pink. Okay, we are going to want to make them a little darker, so I'm going to pull some of that Paynes Grey down. He seems to be behind the basket, so the basket's going to be kind of drawn into this area where the glass honey jar is going to be. I'm assuming it's honey. It's got a honey thing in it. And a little pink to his ears here. Can't see the other one, so skipping that part. A little gray in that. Okay, so we have a little gray mouse. So I think we got everything there that I need right now, because I was just going to do the animals. So I'll bring you up and let you take a peek at it. And that's what we have so far. I have not finished the bee yet, and everybody else needs just a little extra something, and we're going to do that with pencil. In the next part that I do, I will probably use the Inktense and add in the fruit. I'm going to have to take this picture kind of slow. So that's part 1. We'll do part 2 doing the fruit. Probably part 3 will be the cloth areas, like the doilies hanging down and the pot holders and such. And then we'll do like the plates and the cups, baskets, and then the cupboard itself and the flowers. So it may be a long process, but that's the way it's going to have to be on this page. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you'll stick around and watch the rest of it. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Take care.